faithfully delivering value, interpreting great books from around the world. Hello, this is Sally's Book Talk. Today's book we're interpreting is Free. In the internet era, using instant messaging tools like QQ and WeChat is free, browsing news and getting information is free. Most videos on video sites are also free. Free has become one of the most essential elements of internet life. People have grown accustomed to this free model, yet companies providing massive free products and services like Tencent, Baidu, and NetEase have extremely high market valuations. So how do these companies actually turn a profit? Today's book, Free, reveals the secrets behind free commodities. The author of Free is American Chris Anderson. He has extensive business experience, having served as editor-in-chief of the renowned tech magazine Wired, leading it to 5 National Magazine Award nominations. Later, he resigned to found his own aerial robotics company. Thus, regarding business, especially the internet economy, Chris Anderson offers unique insights. Previous episodes covered Anderson's The Long Tail, explaining how the abundant product long tail in internet economics creates significant profit potential. This book discusses the free commodity trend shaped by the internet economy and how businesses profit within this trend. All right, I'll now present this book's content through 3 questions. The third question, what is the free trend in the internet economy? The second question, how is free achieved? The third question, how do businesses profit under the free trend? First, let's examine the initial question. What is the free trend in the internet economy? Free has always been an effective promotion tactic, like buy one, get one free mall deals or free phones bundled with mandatory expensive calling plans. This isn't truly free. Part of what consumers pay for pricey calling plans actually subsidizes the free phone's cost. However, this book discusses the genuine free trend in internet economics where authentic free exists. There really is such a thing as a free lunch. And this lunch keeps growing, encompassing most goods and services online. The first manifestation of internet free trend is changes in market structure and resource flows. The most direct effect of free products is disrupting existing paid markets. If a product that normally costs money can be obtained for free, it can quickly dominate the market. The encyclopedia market transformation serves as a classic case study. In 1991, the average price of world encyclopedias was around $1,000, with annual sales reaching $1.2 billion. In 1993, Microsoft launched a CD-ROM encyclopedia priced at just $99, only 1/10 of print editions, severely impacting the print encyclopedia market and reducing sales to under $600 million. By 2001, online encyclopedias like Wikipedia emerged, allowing free access where anyone could look up information and even edit content. Even though online encyclopedias weren't as accurate as Britannica, people who tasted free access rarely wanted to pay again. The encyclopedia market shrank drastically. Microsoft discontinued its CD-ROM business years later, and resource redistribution accompanied these market shifts. In this encyclopedia case, market resources transformed from tangible money to intangible knowledge. On one hand, while free online encyclopedias shrunk the market and diverted money away, on the other hand, knowledge access expanded from Britannica owners to all online users. From this perspective, knowledge flowed from the few to the many. In a sense, wealth didn't vanish. It just transformed from tangible money to intangible knowledge. The second manifestation of internet free trends is the expansion of business models. Take advertising. Past models were like casting wide nets indiscriminately. TV and newspapers featured everything: car care products, health foods, snacks, toys, all jumbled together. Most were ineffective, some even annoying or offensive. Only the tiny fraction actively seeking specific products would respond. But in the internet economy, advertising achieves surgical precision. While browsing auto content, car ads appear right beside it. Businesses leverage the psychology that if you're interested in the auto industry, you might also be interested in auto products. Um, this was also Google's initial profit model. Advertisers pay ad fees to companies offering free search services. Through precise targeting, they gain higher click-through rates and a more loyal potential customer base. The gaming market is another classic example. In the past, gaming companies primarily profited from selling game cartridges and consoles. For instance, Nintendo's controllers and classic games like Super Mario. But in the internet era, things are completely different. Online game software is mostly free. Users can play for free just by downloading and installing. Game developers save on cartridge production costs and no longer rely on selling games, but expand into other revenue streams, like offering rare virtual items to help players win easier, attracting whale players to spend big money. Another example is renting ad space, placing ads on game login screens. During his US presidential campaign, Barack Obama ran extensive ads on a racing game track to attract young voters. The third manifestation of the internet free trend is a shift in mindset. In a way, waste has become a virtue. Some might ask, isn't frugality the virtue? That's based on resource scarcity. Scarcity promotes frugality, advocating using the best steel on the blade's edge. Like in old print media, where each issue had limited space, so only the best, most in-depth, and representative articles made the cut. Layout design was also a major challenge. Our kind of article gets the front page headline. Deciding what photo goes on the back cover tested the editor's expertise. The advent of free made resources abundant overnight. On the internet, countless articles appear daily. Everyone is a self-media creator. A dull report, an uninteresting story might get no clicks or appreciation, but it doesn't crowd out a more fascinating story's spot. Because the entire space is abundant, it greatly stimulates people's creative abilities. More and more people join the writing industry. Better and better articles appear on the market. This is the benefit of free. Abundance leads to waste. But this waste is one filled with innovation and freedom. That concludes the first topic I introduced. The free trend in the internet economy. Free introduces market liquidity, redirecting wealth from paid markets to universally accessible resources. Free expands business models across domains, creating resource abundance where waste becomes virtuous, enhancing market creativity and freedom. So, how does the internet economy produce genuinely free products? This brings us to the second question we'll discuss. I'll analyze the reasons from two perspectives: technological advancement and consumer psychology. First, achieving free is inseparable from technological progress. Hardware-wise, the internet era rests on three pillars: computer processors, digital storage, and bandwidth. These pillars determine computer performance, memory throughput, and internet speed, directly impacting digital product costs. Over the past half-century, many goods have seen price increases, but these three hardware components have continuously decreased in price. In 1965, Intel co-founder Gordon Moore proposed what's known as Moore's Law. This law states that the number of circuits on integrated chips doubles approximately every 18 months. So, in other words, processor speed doubles every 18 months, causing previous generation computer prices to drop, though Moore's law's accuracy remains debated today. However, the rapid technological advancement trend in the internet era is undeniable. Take transistors. In the 1960s, one cost $10, and transistor-built mainframes sold for $70,000. Today, a computer chip with about 21 transistors costs just $300, making the per transistor cost virtually negligible. Individual computer prices dropped below $1,000, with digital storage and fiber optics following similar trajectories. These three pillars, declining prices, yield dual benefits: increased computer accessibility. Falling hardware prices directly reduced computer costs, making them affordable for average households and boosting adoption rates. Today, internet access isn't computer bound. Smartphones and tablets emerged as key gateways, further expanding the internet user base. The second benefit is reducing the editing costs of internet information, making free information products possible. From an economic perspective, marginal cost significantly influences product pricing. Marginal cost refers to the additional total cost incurred by producing one more unit. Generally, higher production volumes lower per unit costs, thus reducing marginal cost. Internet information products developed through intellectual effort approach near zero marginal cost when replication and distribution costs approach zero. However, not all information trends toward free. While intellectual creation isn't constrained by raw materials and can be infinitely replicated, information varies between scarce and abundant. The 1984 inaugural Hacker Conference thoroughly discussed this distinction. On one hand, scarce information becomes expensive, like personalized information services. On the other, abundant information increasingly trends free as distribution costs fall, the latter enabling free models. Take the earlier example of free TV shows on video sites. Such information products are abundant. Video platforms offer countless shows, where abundance fuels competition, pushing sellers to minimize profits for maximum reach. Meanwhile, storage replication and distribution marginal costs approach zero. Sites provide free viewing to audiences, then monetize that traffic through other means. Beyond technology, consumer psychology is key to enabling corporate free offerings. For consumers, the core difference between paid and free lies in mental transaction costs. What are mental transaction costs? Essentially, the cognitive effort consumers expend deciding whether to transact. Human instinct leans toward laziness, avoiding unnecessary thought. When something is free, people don't question if they need it, they just try it. But with any charge, even 1 cent, they evaluate whether it's worth paying. A psychologist once conducted an experiment selling two chocolates simultaneously: premium Swiss chocolate versus ordinary chocolate. On day one, his sales strategy was to discount the premium chocolate from 30 cents to 15 cents, half off, while regular chocolate cost 1 cent. On day one, 70% of people chose to spend 15 cents on premium chocolate. On day two, he changed tactics. Both items dropped by 1 cent, premium to 14 cents, regular to 0 cents. The results shifted unexpectedly. Despite the 1 cent price drop, only 30% chose premium chocolate, while 70% opted for the regular free one. Why such a difference? On day one, consumers felt premium chocolate at half price offered better value, despite costing 15 cents. But with free regular chocolate on day two, consumers stopped comparing value, forgetting downsides, while acting on the urge to get something for nothing. Psychologically free eliminates mental effort for evaluation. For example, online stores often offer free shipping plus return shipping insurance. If dissatisfied, customers get return shipping refunded. Merchants. This minimizes mental transaction costs, no shipping fees, free hassle-free returns, eliminating concerns, while charging creates barriers. Any charge, however small, imposes high mental transaction costs on consumers. Low pricing also yields minimal revenue for businesses. Thus, free becomes most companies' choice. That concludes our second question: how free is achieved? First, tech advances lowered information storage and distribution costs, enabling near zero marginal costs for digital goods. Second, even minimal prices deter consumers via mental transaction costs, pushing firms toward free. Thus, we understand free's implementation. Now, let's explore the third question. What strategies should businesses adopt to profit under the free trend? The book primarily introduces two profit models. First, the freemium model. Second, the gift economy model. First, let's examine the freemium model. Freemium means Businesses attract users and dominate markets with free products, then monetize by offering premium services to a subset of users. Tencent's early growth relied precisely on this freemium strategy. At its founding, Tencent's sole product was an instant messaging tool. QQ was free software whose convenience and social features made it wildly popular among youth. Um, Within just over a year, registered users reached 100 million. After building this massive user base, Tencent launched QQ Show, where paying users could dress their avatars with cartoon outfits. This became a classic freemium implementation. This model perfectly tapped into young people's desire for novelty and aspiration. To stand out among peers, they willingly paid for this distinctiveness. Tencent's revenues surpassed tens of millions in the model's first month, earning its first fortune through freemium. After this success, Tencent applied similar monetization across multiple products. Some companies gained market dominance through unintentionally free products. Take Microsoft's pirated Windows. Since its 1990s launch, Windows became the world's most used OS. Yet getting everyone to buy genuine copies proved nearly impossible, especially in developing countries where piracy flourished despite anti-piracy serial numbers. Did Bill Gates know Microsoft was being harmed by piracy? He certainly did. Back in 1998, Bill Gates noted China sold 3 million computers annually without paying for Microsoft software. But he predicted they'd eventually pay, since piracy ensured Windows dominated China's computers. 20 years later, the situation gradually shifted. People increasingly valued OS security and convenience, wanting genuine version benefits. On the other hand, tech progress reduced Windows' price to $20, a quarter of its original cost. More people became willing to pay for genuine versions. Thus, Microsoft's reluctant piracy tolerance ironically won developing market share. With absolute market dominance and massive user base, monetization became achievable. Another free-driven strategy is the gift economy. The gift economy means freely giving products as gifts, used by many self-media monetization models, like answering questions on Zhihu or sharing knowledge on Weibo. Users access information without paying contributors. Contributors seek not monetary returns, but joy or satisfaction from sharing quality content or building reputation to become authorities. These become big Vs, influential figures monetizing through endorsements or exclusive paid content. In gift economies, people provide products and services for sharing pleasure and reputation, not money. Many universities offer free courses. Harvard's Positive Psychology, UC's Physics for Future Presidents, MIT's entire curriculum, including lectures and assignments. Aren't these universities worried free courses might reduce enrollment? After all, annual tuition at top schools reaches $35,000. Quite the opposite. Free courses expand universities' influence and prestige, letting students experience academic excellence. University education extends beyond lectures, including face-to-face mentorship, peer collaboration, and friendship building. These experiences remain beyond free courses' reach. Free courses help more students discover elite schools, ultimately attracting more applicants. That wraps up our third question. We've mainly discussed two profit strategies for businesses in the free era: the freemium model and gift economy. Over 20 years of internet growth, people gradually embraced free offerings, yet retained misconceptions, always suspecting hidden traps behind free products. This stereotype, formed in traditional sectors, suggests free products carry high hidden costs. In the internet economy era, free products can deliver experiences just as good as paid ones. Consider WeChat and Maps you use daily. These products employ no tricks, simply encouraging maximum usage. Some might argue, but I do pay for internet access. This confuses the carrier with the content. Our monthly internet fees pay for infrastructure like fiber optics, not the content itself. With the internet economy advancing rapidly, free has become essential for business survival. Every company must solve this puzzle, profiting from free while scaling sustainably. All right, that concludes our interpretation of free. Key takeaways are below the audio. See you tomorrow.